In the journey of love and relationships, we often think our happiness depends on getting approval and affection from others. But imagine finding joy that isn't tied to someone else's moods and behaviors, where your emotional health isn't controlled by brief glances, unanswered messages, or vague communication. This isn't just a far-off dream. It's a real possibility you can achieve right now. By embracing Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that teaches resilience and inner peace, we can learn to be happy regardless of what's happening around us. So, how does this connect to wanting someone to miss you? In today's video, we'll delve into the powerful lessons of Stoic philosophy and how they can profoundly impact our personal growth and relationships. Join us as we uncover the secrets to making a lasting impression, not by manipulating or carefully planning, but by becoming self-reliant and peaceful within ourselves. By committing to personal growth, emotional independence, and living in the moment without depending on others, we naturally become more attractive and, ironically, unforgettable. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay with us for the whole video. Each part is thoughtfully designed to lead you towards a more stoic and fulfilling life. Let's get started. Number 1. Releasing the desire to control. The Stoics had a wise idea that a lot of our stress, frustration, and even deep sadness come from trying to control things that are beyond our control. We all do this, spending a lot of energy trying to shape situations, outcomes, and even other people to fit our wishes, only to realize that much of it is out of our hands. This may sound discouraging at first, but it's actually meant to free us. It's supposed to release us from self-imposed limitations tied to impossible expectations. Embracing Stoic wisdom doesn't mean sitting back and letting life happen. It means focusing on what we can truly influence, our inner selves. This is where we have real power, our attitudes, our choices, and our responses. By concentrating on these areas, we can develop patience, understanding, and resilience, which is where true peace lies. Consider letting go of the need for control. Stoicism teaches us to accept life's natural flow, helping us to separate our actions from their outcomes. We can put all our effort into something, but the results may still be out of our hands, and that's okay. This doesn't make our efforts pointless. It means we view them from a healthier, more realistic perspective. By aligning our actions with our values and letting go of specific outcomes, we live more fully and authentically. Moreover, Stoic teachings challenge us to see every situation as a chance to grow and test our ideas about control, success, and security. We often find that our true strength comes not from controlling everything around us, but from mastering our inner world. In everyday life, this means becoming more adaptable and open to the unexpected. It means welcoming life's surprises with a calm mind and a heart ready to learn from whatever comes our way. It's about handling life's challenges with grace and seeing them as opportunities to grow and understand ourselves better. As we integrate this Stoic principle into our daily routines, we notice deeper connections in our relationships, reduced stress, and a greater appreciation for the present moment. We start to see that control isn't the key to happiness. Instead, it's about balance, acceptance, and inner peace. Letting go of our need for control isn't about giving up. It's about reclaiming our power in the most effective way possible. It's about embarking on a journey toward inner freedom that transforms how we see and interact with the world, leading us to a life defined not by external validation, but by inner peace, resilience, and a profound sense of purpose. Number 2, self-growth over external validation. Have you ever felt like you need others to validate your worth? Maybe you've noticed how much you crave likes on social media or feel down when you don't get the reaction you hoped for from friends or family. This is a common trap, seeking happiness from external sources, especially in relationships. But what if your real happiness comes from within? Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches us just that. It's all about focusing on what we can control, like our thoughts and actions, and letting go of what we can't, such as how others feel or behave towards us. This doesn't mean we stop caring. It's about building resilience and finding contentment inside ourselves, not from someone else's approval. Think about the times you've waited anxiously for someone to miss you or show they want you around. It's like giving them the remote control to your emotions, right? You end up reacting to their moves, which can throw you into a real emotional whirlwind. Stoicism hands that remote back to you. It equips us with tools to cultivate qualities like wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. Developing these virtues helps us build a strong, resilient character that finds joy not in others' validation, but in our own personal growth and achievements. This Stoic mindset doesn't mean we should cut ourselves off from others or stop caring. On the contrary, Stoicism promotes forming robust, meaningful connections based on mutual respect and understanding rather than dependency or neediness. Here's an interesting paradox. By focusing on our personal growth and striving to be our best selves, we naturally become more interesting and appealing to others. People are naturally attracted to those who are confident, passionate about their pursuits, and comfortable in their own skin. So, the less we chase someone's attention, the more likely they are to notice us, because we're living our most authentic lives. So how about we start redirecting our energies? Instead of seeking validation, let's pour our hearts into nurturing our inner world. Let's invest time in learning new skills, picking up new hobbies, and really digging deep into our personal values and what makes us tick. This journey of self-discovery and improvement isn't just rewarding in itself, it also makes us far more admirable and, yes, missable to others. Remember, Stoicism isn't about suppressing our desires or denying our need for connections. It's here to remind us that our happiness and value don't depend on them. By grounding ourselves in Stoic principles, we can achieve a peaceful, satisfying, and genuinely independent life. Let's embrace this Stoic way, focus on bettering ourselves, and find our joy from within. That, my friends, is where true happiness is truly found. Number 3. Independence and emotional resilience. At the heart of Stoicism is a powerful insight. While we can't always control what happens to us, we can control how we respond. This idea is liberating and gives us the keys to emotional freedom. Stoicism isn't about shutting off your feelings or pretending that the world doesn't affect you. Instead, it's about recognizing your emotions, understanding them deeply, and then choosing not to let these feelings dictate your actions. The Stoics had a clear mantra: focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't. It's not just about finding peace within, it's a practical guide to staying emotionally strong. Now think about how this works in everyday life. Say someone cuts you off in traffic or a friend cancels plans at the last minute. Instead of letting irritation or disappointment ruin your day, Stoicism teaches us to shrug it off and focus on our response, not the event itself. This mindset fosters a sense of independence that's both empowering and incredibly useful. And no, this independence doesn't mean you're going solo. It actually helps you connect with others more authentically from a place of strength and self-assurance. Take relationships, for instance. Stoicism helps us understand that while it's great to love and care for people, our personal happiness shouldn't depend solely on someone else's actions or approval. This perspective encourages us to build relationships based on mutual respect and genuine connection, not out of fear of being alone or needy dependency. By building up our emotional resilience, we get to enjoy deeper, more meaningful relationships without losing our own identity in them. Stoicism also emphasizes living in tune with nature, accepting life's natural ups and downs, which bolsters our emotional strength. It reminds us that change is constant, and adapting to it is a true test of our resilience. So how do we get there? It starts with self-awareness, regularly checking in with yourself, your thoughts and emotions, especially when facing challenges. Practicing gratitude, staying in the present, and aligning your daily activities with your core values are crucial. Additionally, we need to question our perceptions, asking if our reactions are really fitting for the situation or if they're based on old habits or beliefs. Embracing Stoicism isn't about sailing smoothly through life without ever needing anyone else. Rather, it's about becoming your own lighthouse during storms, guiding yourself with principles that have stood the test of time. This journey towards personal independence and emotional resilience isn't just a solo trek. It's enriched by the wisdom of those who have walked this path before us. As we apply these Stoic principles, we'll find that our capacity for joy, our strength in adversity, and our ability to maintain balanced relationships all grow more than we ever thought possible. Let's navigate life's storms not by seeking shelter, but by being strong together. Number 4, developing a meaningful existence. Let's explore the deep insights from Stoic philosophers like Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus. They emphasize the need to align our lives with our true nature and the universe's natural rhythm. At its core, Stoicism urges us to recognize what truly matters and to devote ourselves fully to these principles. According to Stoics, the essence of life is not found in chasing after external success, accumulating wealth, or gaining recognition. Instead, it lies in cultivating our virtues, wisdom, and integrity. It's about actively contributing to the common good, engaging in our communities, and building relationships based on respect and understanding. Living a meaningful life involves a deep exploration of our inner selves, asking challenging questions about who we are and what we genuinely value. It pushes us to stay true to these values, especially when we face difficulties or feel tempted to conform to societal expectations. Stoicism acts as a guide on this introspective journey, helping us examine not just our actions, but the intentions behind them. Are we acting out of genuine virtue, or are we seeking external validation? Furthermore, Stoicism teaches us about the impermanent nature of external conditions and emphasizes focusing on what we can control. This perspective is incredibly liberating. It frees us from the futile effort of trying to control the uncontrollable and directs our energy toward areas where we can truly make a difference. Our attitudes, choices, and responses to the world around us. Therefore, living a meaningful life is less about what we achieve and more about how we live and our daily mindset. Adopting a Stoic approach means accepting that suffering and setbacks are natural parts of life. Instead of viewing these as obstacles to happiness, we can see them as opportunities for growth, resilience, and deeper understanding. This doesn't mean we seek out suffering, but rather find meaning in overcoming it, learning from it, and moving forward with a stronger spirit and a more compassionate heart. In practical terms, living meaningfully involves both small daily actions and larger gestures. It can be seen in acts of kindness, as well as in quiet moments when we reflect on our place in the universe, appreciate nature's beauty, engage in self-care, and nurture our relationships. These actions, inspired by Stoic principles, create a rich and fulfilling life. Remember, the journey towards a meaningful life through Stoicism is not meant to be walked alone. We travel this path together, supporting each other with shared wisdom and experiences. By grounding our lives in Stoic principles, we prepare ourselves to face life's challenges and thrive despite them, finding joy, purpose, and meaning in every moment. As we conclude our exploration of Stoic teachings, it's clear that this ancient philosophy offers more than guidelines. It offers a lifestyle of wisdom, resilience, and tranquility. Stoicism helps us focus on what truly matters, guiding us through life's ups and downs with calmness and poise. The practices we've discussed are not just theoretical. They are practical tools we can use in our everyday lives to turn challenges into opportunities for growth and deeper understanding. Embracing Stoicism teaches us not only to let go of things we can't control, but also to immerse ourselves fully in the present moment, savor life's simple pleasures, and cultivate meaningful relationships. This approach helps us build an inner sanctuary of peace that remains steady despite the chaos around us. Following the Stoic path doesn't mean avoiding difficulties. It means finding peace in accepting what we cannot change and having the courage to change what we can, all while staying true to our values. Stoicism shows us that while we can't control everything around us, we can control how we perceive things, make choices, and respond. Integrating Stoic principles into our lives changes how we define happiness, success, and fulfillment. We discover that true satisfaction comes not from external praise or material possessions, but from living in harmony with our core beliefs and values. This realization leads to a deeply fulfilling and joyful life. Thank you for joining me on this enlightening journey where ancient wisdom meets our everyday lives. Let's continue discovering and evolving together. For more insights, check out the recommended videos on the screen. Until next time, remember that the most important journey is the one within ourselves.